Greetings, class. So today, before we go outside, we're going to talk about the basketball dribbling, and we're going to talk about the lesson that we're going to do when we get outside. So basically, what today's class is going to be about is the activation of the basketball dribble for our ninth through 12th grade physical education classes. Um, we're going to demonstrate proficiency in the chosen sport by doing basketball drills. We're going to have you walk through it down and back. We're going to demonstrate competence, competency, and multiple specialized skills in the chosen sport. So we're going to do that by having you dribble right-handed, left-handed, and we're going to also have you do crossovers and different things of that nature. And then we're going to identify the value and opportunities of social interaction in sport. That may be hard to do because we're going to be doing this lesson through Zoom. So you might not find the social, you might not get the social interaction that you're looking for now. But if we're in a classroom setting, you would get that by us doing this drill together. So we're going through what every we're going through expectations right now. For the expectations would be that all of you should be know how to dribble, know how to perform the dribble in a straight line, and perform the crossover dribble. Um, that and some of you might not know how to do that at the moment, but once we get through with the lesson, you guys should know how to complete these different tasks. That's basically what the lesson is for, is to teach you these tasks as well as teach you how to perform these tasks if you don't know it. We'll have, you'll see in the lesson when I go out there with my partner, you'll see in the lesson, um, she might mess up on some parts and we'll correct those, or she might, she might start out the lesson not being able to perform certain tasks at a high level, but as we get later on into the lesson, she can perform that task at a high level because that's what this lesson is for. It's to teach you how to further perform the task later on. So the only materials needed for this course in this lesson is electronic because we're doing this on the Zoom app. Because we're doing this on the Zoom app, you will need electronic to be able because we're doing this on the Zoom app, you will need an electronic to be able to perform all of the tasks. So through Zoom, through your electronic, you will need to download the Zoom app, log on to your Zoom like we're doing now, and and perform this task. You need a basketball if you're going to be outside, or if you're going to be inside. Then I advise you guys to get a bouncy ball just to not get in trouble with your parents or whatnot. So all you students, when we go to the outside portion of the lesson, I want you to pick up. Um, I want you to either go outside with me to the front of your driveways or the front of the concrete area by your houses. If you do have a basketball court in your area or at your house, use those. But due to conditions, I don't want you to be around other people. So we're trying to do it in the most personal places. I mean, in the most personal area you can. So if you can't perform the lesson in your own driveway or in your own house with a bouncer ball, then we'll allow that as well. So yeah, it's the only materials you'll need for this lesson so far is just the bouncy ball, basketball, or concrete area and electronics, so we can record when we get outside to do the lesson there. The only objectives of this task, I mean, only objective of today's lessons will be to demonstrate understanding of knowledge and how to perform the task of dribbling the basketball. Um, we're going to show the knowledge and understanding of how to dribble the basketball in the three different areas. So you'll see the three different areas I'm talking about is dribbling with your left hand, dribbling with your right hand, dribbling while running, and to use Well, the crossover motion was the third different area. I said four. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, class. Forgive me. For we're not gonna due to the fact that some of our students may not be able to perform the function of running it. I didn't want to make a huge emphasis on that. So when we get outside, you'll see later with my partner. I will will tend to not advance the lesson too far. So we'll probably push the lesson down to a walk instead of a run for the crossover and the dribbling drills. So yeah, when we get to that part, you'll you'll understand. So we'll complete the objective. Excuse me. We'll complete the objective because we'll perform the walking, the dribbling, placing. We'll dribble with both hands while walking. So we'll have you guys when y'all we'll have you guys dribble right handed down and back in your driveways, left handed down and back in your driveways, and then doing a crossover down and back in your driveways. You'll see with me and my partner. So me and my partner is gonna go outside here shortly, so you guys can get an example at home of what the lesson is for you to do. Okay. But yeah. So I'll get to that. Get prepared for today's lesson. Let's get at it. Today, what we're going to do is the basketball dribble, and we're going to work on right hand, left hand, and we're going to work on a couple crossover moves. But to start, we're going to do the warm up. So we're going to start with 10 side jumps. Jump? Yeah. We're going to side jump. You got 10 of them. You got 1, 2. All right, now get you a couple lunges in. We're going to do five each leg. A little deeper in those lunges. All right, get you some side lunges now. We're going to do growing side lunges. Get in deep though. 5 each leg. All right, now you got some leg swings. There you go. 5 each leg. And get your leg pulled. If you can't pull your leg, you just tap it. All right, now get some trunk rotator twists. We're going to do 10 of those. Then arm circles. Thumbs off. Go backwards. All right, first thing we're going to do is this is also a part of the warm up. First thing you're going to do, you're going to dribble with your right hand for 30 seconds. Then we're going to dribble with the left hand for 30 seconds. And then we're going to do crossovers, okay? All right, so first, right hand. Okay. Try to keep it in line. All right, good job, good job. All right, now you're going to try to dribble with your left hand for 30 seconds. now we're gonna work on crossovers for 30 seconds. Alright, that's good. That's good. Let me see. Alright, so basically, why I had you do that was I wanted to see how how good you were with dribbling basketball. We're gonna go over the perfect technique of dribbling and the perfect form you're supposed to have when dribbling. When you dribble the ball, you want to dribble with your fingertips, right? You was kind of slapping the ball a little bit, but you want to dribble with the tip of your fingers and you want to push through the ground. Keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? You want to have a constant push. Both hands, you want to keep pushing constantly, have a constant push in and out. Then on the crossovers, you want to make sure you doing the same thing, pushing tips, and make sure you keep your head up. And make sure you keep your head up at all times when you're dribbling, okay? You want to make sure you got your heads up while you're dribbling. Head up, right hand, left hand, dribble, okay? All right, we're going to do this again, right? We're going to start. I'm going to tell you the next section. So we're going to try to elevate the task because I see you. Well, we're going to try it again before we elevate the task. So dribble in place first. Right hand, left hand. No, first, slow it down now. You got right hand. Keep control. Left hand. See? Alright, now we're gonna try to do this moving, okay? I want to see you dribble right hand only, back to the middle of that fence and back, okay? Just dribble right hand only. Yeah, just dribble back right hand. Alright, now dribble down left hand and dribble back right hand. Make sure you stay in control when you're dribbling. Dribble back left hand is the same. Now this time when you dribble down, we're gonna work on the crossover. Because we see that you elevate, we see that you got the right hand down, see that you got the left hand down. Now we're gonna try to work on the crossover movement, okay? So you're gonna the same thing you did down there, walking, going back and forth. You're gonna dribble over cross hand. There you go. All right, good job. Bring it in. Let me see. Okay. What we're gonna do on the review. How do you feel? You think you did?
Pretty much. I mean, I got to get control of the ball, but
Do you have any questions
no,
about
not
how
right
you
now.
can get better
How can I get better when I'm walking and dribbling?
when you're walking and dribbling? Practice, a lot of practice. So once you get used to comfortable with dribbling left hand, right hand, and then getting comfortable with doing the crossover moves, it'll tend to pick up, and you can tend to elevate the style of dribbling you want to. Got any other questions?
That's it, coach.
All right, so you did a couple things great. Like we seen your motor skills improve more when you were moving than in place. So I kind of like that you moving more than staying stationary. 'Cause I saw that you could do it better stationary, which that'll happen for a lot of kids. You know, some kids you might think they won't have the exercise while they're standing still, but once you start moving, you'll see their pace, and that's good for the game of basketball because the reason why we're teaching you these dribbles is because it's important to the game. Because you might need to move right-handed to get to the right side of the court, left-handed to move the left side of the court. Try to stay away from different defenses. You might use a crossover to get away from the defender. So this will be important. The dribbling is an important aspect to the game of basketball. So uh, I guess this will be it for today. Tomorrow we'll try to work on more advanced movements within the game of basketball. So we try to use more crossover movements and try to try to use less dribbles than we use today.
Okay.
But that's it for the class.
Thanks, Coach.
I'll get an F on this.